Bonjour, bonjour. Ça va? How are you? This is Anastasia. Today is my 11th day of fasting, so this video is about how you feel after 11 days, how much longer you can go, what are the deadly dangers of liposuction, as far as fat eradication and your life, and then the changes that your body experiences during fasting. This is my observations plus many years of studies of all the top specialists on fasting, including Jason Fung, Dr. Goldhammer. I think so many wonderful specialists, including Australian ones. I will put up some names on the screen. So it's really wonderful to have somebody who experienced it personally and also has all the access to the studies and information. So it's my 11th day. I'm doing this as a spiritual fast and a physical fast. I miss my children, haven't seen them for 13 months. I just really hope that God will hear my prayers and will ease my suffering and will help me reunite with my children and restore my rights. Okay, so statistics. 11 day, I've lost total of 5 kilograms. That's about 12 pounds. We have to understand that probably about 2 kilograms could be attributed to water and microbiome, which is very heavy as far as weight. So that part of the weight will get restored once you start refeeding. I've lost 2 inches of my waist circumference from 36 to 34 today, which is awesome because that's where the visceral deadly fat is located, and that's what I'm trying to eradicate so that I don't go into diabetes, so I don't die from cardiovascular disease, etc. Gosh, this visceral fat is so dangerous. My HGH, human growth hormone, is up, and people do HGH shots and very expensive ones. So this is free HGH, guys. Don't have to spend thousands of dollars, just fast. My Resistin hormone is down. That's the one resisting the use of fat. My insulin is down. Thank God. Insulin is that hormone that shoves the glucose converted to fat into fat cells, making those fat cells expand, and they're just so full of this fat that they can't take anymore. So you have this insulin resistance. The fat cells, they change the lock so insulin cannot get any more stuff in. That's how you become diabetic. So you eat, but instead of giving your body energy so you can use it for heat, for movement, etc., your body just keeps shoving it and storing in the fat, and you're still hungry, and then you eat and it keeps shoving it, makes you fatter but don't have energy. That's this low energy explanation, which I was wondering for so many years, going to all those doctors, why I have low energy, and the numbers were speaking for themselves. You could have just taken the ratio of fasting glucose to fasting insulin to see that I have insulin resistance. I will have a separate video so you would have 12 signs of how to diagnose your metabolic syndrome, prediabetes, because no doctors give a shit to study, to understand this. All they care about is patients, giving you a pill and seeing more patients. So if you're a doctor, please take a higher road. Please try to do differential diagnosis and understand where your patient is coming from, and don't send them all to psychiatrists if they keep coming back. Find out where the problem is coming from. So guys, as we say in Russia, the salvation of the drowning people is in the arms of the drowning people. You and I are drowning in this terrible healthcare world. So salvation and our health is in our own hands. You're watching this video, you're on the way to health. Please follow my channel so you can actually save you and your loved ones from diabetes, reverse diabetes. change your life, change your energy, increase energy. By the way, insulin resistance, which I have, that causes so much crap: high blood pressure, ovarian cystic syndrome, sexual dysfunction, extra fat, low energy. All of this is related to insulin resistance, pre-diabetes, and the list goes on. And did any one doctor ever care to spend 5 minutes to look at your numbers, to look at your waist circumference, to look at your altitude, look at your BMI, your glucose, your insulin? Not any of the 100 doctors I have seen, not one. I hope you have better doctors, but I've tried them all in every country, in France, in Russia, in America. Haven't seen anyone who's educated and cares. All they care about is selling more prescriptions so that they can drive a better Mercedes or Lamborghini or whatever. Terrible, terrible. Okay, so visceral fat. Let's talk about visceral fat. I'm guilty. I have had 2 children and I had a liposuction afterwards. Did anybody warn me and tell me that it's gonna kill me or cause diabetes? No. So I'm the only one who's telling you the honest truth. If you do a liposuction, guys, maybe if it's just one area, okay. But if you do more than one area, you're doomed. And those shitty doctors, again, they're not gonna tell you the truth. But here's the truth. If you do liposuction, let's say you remove the fat from your abdominal area, okay? So there is no, I don't have subcutaneous fat really. But what happens is, because you have insulin syndrome, or because, you know, insulin is high and doesn't know where to shove the fat, because we're on this constant feeding in America. We eat more than 3 meals and we snack. So because we snack, our insulin always stays up during the day. If insulin is high, it's just always shoving more fat, more glucose and fat cells. But you had a liposuction, so there's no fat cells to put it in. Where's he gonna put it? It's gonna put it in the organs. I would say something not appropriate, but where's the fat go? Into your liver. So you have foie gras, you have freaking foie gras. You can be delicatessen, okay? Geese, and they're gonna have this foie gras. You have a fat liver, you have fat kidneys, you have fat in between your organs, because that wonderful surgeon made 5-10 grand on you and lied to you, because he knows that now you don't have fat cells, they don't grow back. So where does the fat go? It goes into your organs. Every kilogram of fat in your organs, that's 400% risk increase in your cardiovascular disease. It's your 400% increase in your diabetes chance. It's your sexual dysfunction. It's your fatigue. It's your inability to lose weight. It's your inability for liver to function. And when your organs cannot function, how can you? So let's thank this cosmetic surgery industry for lying to people and causing diabetes as part of the overall conspiracy with this GMO crap and constant feeding and constant eating, that they remind you nonstop, oh my gosh, you have to eat every 30 minutes, you have to eat every 3 hours, every 2 hours, you have to eat. Bullshit. Our ancestors ate 2-3 times a day, and if the child was hungry after school and said, Mom, can I have a snack? The answer was no. Wait till dinner. And if the child was hungry after dinner and wanted a snack, what was the answer? You should have eaten more at dinner. No, wait till breakfast. Breakfast. Break the fast. In French, déjeuner. Déjeuner. De-fasting. That's the whole point that we have lost. Those people in the past knew exactly what was the purpose of breakfast, is to break the fast. To break something, you have to have it. If you're constantly snacking, there is no fasting. There is no fasting. Your insulin stays up and you have a diabetes and you have fatty liver and you have low energy and you have sexual dysfunction, you have high blood pressure and you cannot sleep and your hormones are messed up. The list goes on. I will do a separate video. on insulin resistance and the cure. So your solution, one is fast, two, intermittent fasting, but please just adopt a lifestyle where you never eat more than 3 times a day, or you can do an eating window like 5 hours. You eat maybe from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. you eat, and after that you don't eat till the next day. In the morning, our hormones are such where we don't need to eat. We're not hungry. I'm never hungry in the morning. So don't force your children to eat when they're not hungry, and have a feeding window so your insulin can calm down. Also, ketogenic diet helps because your insulin is not triggered as much by fat or protein. By protein, maybe a little bit, because protein can be converted to glucose, so we have the same problem. So try to derive your calories from healthy fats, such as animal fats, yes, such as coconut oil, yes, olive oil, lots of olive oil. But don't do those oils from seeds. I found out they're very dangerous. Linoleic oil, like sunflower oil, even those grapeseed oils, don't. You can see a lot of evidence now coming out that they're dangerous and they're killing people, so please don't do that. So what else? I am feeling okay. I just did a workout on the beach. I'll post some pictures. So would I have had more energy normally? Maybe, but it was really hard to run against huge winds. You can hear the winds in the background on the sand. When you run on loose sand, it takes a lot of energy. So I was running, doing push-ups, doing a variety of exercise for a little bit, and I was fine. Somebody I ran into on the beach thought I was some athlete working out every day, which is so not true. But there's a hope, guys, and please pray for me for my reunion with my children, and please pray for all mothers that are abused, all mothers that are suffering without their children. There's nothing more evil, there's nothing worse than evil men hiding behind corrupt governments or their friends in the government to take the children, innocent children, and hide them from the mothers. Love you all. It's been a journey, and please keep watching me to see what happens and how many days I will keep fasting. Anastasia, there's your code. Bisous, bisous. Que vous avez bonne journée et bonne vie. Au revoir. À bientôt.